All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to, I just cannot even believe it, week 3 of our Mind, Body and Soul Challenge. Welcome to all of you guys who are logged in and listening into the recording. Can you guys just type it into the chat if you guys can hear me A-OK? That would be amazing. I just want to say congratulations to all of you who are still on this challenge, who have committed to your goals. It's a Wednesday evening. I was about to say Monday. It's a Wednesday evening. You guys are really committed to being on here and, just developing new habits each week, which is going to help you guys, increase your results each week as well, which is going to contribute, to the end goal of this challenge. So really, really proud of all of you guys who are logged in. I just wanted to start the call and say that. And we have a cracking call lined up for you guys tonight. If you think last week was amazing and the week before was amazing, tonight we're literally going to blow your socks off with the topics, but not just that, also the leaderboard this week. I just could not even believe it. Like, typing in the results this week, I was like, I had to check some of them twice and be like, this isn't for the overall challenge, this is just for the week, right? So the leaderboard is just unbelievable. So super excited to share that with you guys. But guys, we always want to start the call off with some good news and how you've been feeling this last week. So I really want to hear from some new people who haven't yet spoken on the call yet. So start popping your hand up now and I'll come on in and unmute you. So just, I want you to state your name. Where are you calling in from? How your results have gone this week, good or bad? And also, what have you implemented since last week's call? Okay, so they're the 4 dot points. So let's see who's got their hand up, who would love to come in and share with us. Otherwise, I am known to pick on a few people. So look out, I might just pick on you if you're lucky. All right, so guys, let's see some hands go up. And the first person we are going to hear from is... Oh, I think I'm going to have to actually pick on a couple of people. Well, the first person I would love to hear from is Tari. So Tari, come on in. You can unmute your own end and state where you're calling in from and how your results have gone this last week.
Hi, can you hear me?
Sure can. Go ahead.
So my name's Tari. I'm calling from Queensland, so up at Horn Island. My results this week, I think I lost, 1.5 kilos. And I finally reached my goal of 20 kilos lost. And what I've implemented since last week, I really stick to 3-2-1, so I stick to my shake and healthy eating. Yay!
Oh my gosh, Tari, that's incredible. Congratulations, 20 kilos in total. That's literally life-changing. So yay, massive well done to you. Thanks for coming on in and sharing. All right, the next person we're going to hear from is the beautiful Caro. Come on in, Caro.
Hey guys, Caro here. I'm calling in from Townsville in Queensland. So my kind of news, I suppose, or reflection for the week was over the weekend we went to a wedding in Mullaney, which was just freaking beautiful. And and I suppose what I noticed is because I've been traveling so much over the years, I've had to kind of I suppose in the past I've been like, oh yeah, I'm away for the weekend, I can eat a little bit, like kind of get into holiday mode. But I've just not just realized, but over some time I've just realized that whether or not I'm away for a weekend away or a holiday or whatever, like why not still nourish the body with healthy foods as opposed to like think it's got to be something like special is binge eating on junk or bad foods. Do you know what I mean? Like special eating also is beautiful, nutritious, wholesome food. So over the weekend, I, very much so enjoyed that, I suppose, extra food, but it was still all the beautiful right choices. So I personally went up, a couple of 100 grams this week, but I knew that it would just take a day or so to get rid of. So super, super simple. Thanks, guys.
I love that. Guys, I hope everyone took a note then. I really loved that. That's right. Like, we often hear, oh, live a little, or, things like that. And you've really got to ask yourself, what is living? What is enjoying yourself? When it comes to food, drinks, all that kind of stuff, what actually is living? And it's exactly like Cara just said, nourishing your body with the right foods. So awesome. Thank you for sharing. And I love that, especially when you're on Herbalife. It's only going to take like 24 hours to get back to where you were. All right, so the next person I am dying to hear from, I know that her results have been absolutely amazing, and I would love to hear from the beautiful Michelle Sung. So Michelle, if you can unmute your microphone, if it's working, I would love for you to share with everybody how your results have been this last week. So come on in.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure can.
I knew you were going to pick on me. I had really good results this week. I lost 1.6, I think, kilos, which is the most I've lost in a week in my total weight loss journey so far. And I realised I posted earlier that I've lost the total of my 4.5-year-old daughter, which makes me pretty proud of myself, which I haven't been able to say, so that makes me happy as well. Yeah.
Oh, Michelle, you're so incredible. I'm so proud of you. Well done. And thank you for coming on and sharing with us. All right. So the next person we're going to hear from is Louise. Come on in, Louise Smithson.
I'm here. Technology beats me. I'm not very quick on these things. But I'm just so wrapped in my team. They're all on board, and total lost like over 9 kilos this week, and everybody's just really involved and helping each other in that, which has been amazing. My good news for myself actually is that I've been at my goal weight, but been away camping. Camping's a bit tricky because I really, really miss my delicious smoothie, electrical zoomed up fruit shakes, and can't have them always when you're out bush camping. So I was really excited to get home to have them. But I know now that even if I have that food on the barbecue and over the open fire and a few too many wines, I know exactly what to do, and I know that Herbalife will get me back exactly where I want to be with little effort. So I was really pleased to get back on the scales, and I'd lost 100 kilos. 100 grams. So yeah, even though I played up, but thank you.
That's awesome, Louise. Well done. Thank you for sharing that with us. Love the simplicity and the power of our nutrition programs. All right, guys, thanks so much to everybody who came on in and shared that with us. I know it's not always easy, so thank you again. And the chat is just going off like crazy. So if you didn't get a chance to share, please type it into the chat. And don't forget to take your selfies. I love going through them each week and like picking, which ones do I love the most? I love everybody's. But yeah, these beautiful girls were definitely a standout from last week. So take your selfie, post it on our group page. And guys, I just cannot emphasize enough our mindset throughout this challenge, and just not even just throughout this challenge, but just in general. And I love this quote, and I read it all the time, and I always say to myself, you must learn a new way to think before you can master a new way to be. Okay, I want everyone to write that in their notebooks. Hopefully you all got your notebooks out. You must learn a new way to think if you want to be in a different position, if you want to be in a new place, you know, if you want to, you know, create new habits, okay, you've got to learn to think a new way first. And our 20% exercise, okay, so 100% of our results is here, okay. 20% of our results comes from moving our body. So hopefully by now, heading into week 3, you guys have got your little exercise regime sorted. You know what days you're going to move your body, okay? And guys, make sure you enjoy what you're doing, okay? You know, maybe it's going to be doing some yoga. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you love to go for a run. Maybe it's going to the gym, doing a spin class, you know, running some stairs, you know, doing your own home workouts. But whatever your exercise is going to be, make sure you're consistent with it, okay? So 20% exercise every single day. Now, if you feel like you don't have time to exercise, guys, my recommendation would be to get up earlier and do it. Okay, it's so good to get the body moving first thing in the morning. You just feel so empowered for the rest of the day. And 80% of our results comes from what we are putting in our mouth. Okay, we are what we absorb. Okay, so maybe think about what are the kind of foods that you're putting in your mouth. What foods did you have today? You know, did they make you thrive? Okay, I often I heard this this saying once. I can't remember who said it, but they said when you eat, you know, are you eating to survive or are you eating to thrive? Like, what's that food going to do for you? Okay, so there are so many nourishing foods that you can be eating. You know, there are delicious smoothie bowls. You know, you've got some beautiful probably rye and sourdough breads there with amazing toppings. Like, how cool is this? You've got like cucumber, there's probably some cottage cheese under that, so like protein. You've got strawberries, avocado, like eggs, like just tomatoes, like so many amazing things. Different fruits. You know, on the weekend, instead of buying pizza, why not make homemade pizzas? I know that's something that we do. You know, roasting a chook is so easy. Chuck some veggies in there. And I love this one. I used to be a lover of tacos. Yeah, now how cool is this? You can make up your own tacos and have like the lettuce cup, you know, as the shell instead of like the actual taco shell. So, you know what, guys, it's not about cutting out the foods that you love, okay? It's just about finding healthier alternatives. So, amazing nutritious foods there. All right, I think I am handing it over to the beautiful Em.
Hey, thank you. And what I'm talking about ties in exactly, flows on from what you were talking. So this week, if you haven't guessed already, our subject is movement. And then we're going to go into some restaurant tips and a little bit more on some goal setting stuff. So the mantra for everyone this week is that you are going to promise to forgive yourself for any choices or attitudes that you've had in the past and look to a brighter, happier, healthier future. So that's a great one to take a screenshot of or write down quickly in your notes and just have up around you for this week. So we're going to go into movement, and I'm going to give you some tips on how, if you feel like you're not getting a movement in, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can get some movement in. And exercise in general is just so important for a whole heap of different reasons. There's a whole heap of different benefits from exercise, but just for your overall well-being, I find that when I'm exercising, I just function a lot better than when I'm not exercising. That's really what it comes down to. Exercise, you know, I can list off things like you can have better sleep from exercise, immunity, just, yeah, overall wellness from moving your body. You're going to get that from exercise. And I'll take you through some things that you can do to exercise, because when we're talking exercise on the Mind Body Soul, we're not talking about going to the gym 7 times a week. If we were, I would not be on this call because I hate going to the gym. We're talking about finding exercise that is okay for you and the exercise that you enjoy. So yeah, exercise. Okay, cool. So we've got some ideas for you. If you're not someone who likes to go to the gym like myself, there are plenty of different things you can do. Sean mentioned yoga before. You can do things like Pilates. Myself, I dance. That's what I absolutely love. It's my passion. So I dance, 4 to 5 times a week. So you can get out and go to like dance classes. Fit clubs are really good. We've spoken about those before. Just an easy way to get some exercise in. Talk to your coach. They'll be able to direct you to your nearest fit club. Just basically a fun workout with a group of people, just moving your body all together. I'm trying to think. You can absolutely go to the gym. If you like going to the gym, go for it. You can go and do weights. You can go and do, I'm trying to think, what else? What have you got the next slide?
Yeah, Hannah, are my slides up at the moment?
I don't know whether there's a delay, but I've got like, let's look at some ideas. That's what I've got on the screen. There we go. You can go for a walk. You can go for a jog. Like I said, you can go for yoga, Pilates, Goodwin-Wicks. I know that that's an easy one for people to do in the morning. Get up, like Sean said, early, 30 minutes before maybe you're getting up at the moment. Head outside and go for a walk. That's a really easy one to do. 30 minutes, really quick, and then you've got it over and done with. You've done your exercise for the day, and you can, focus on other things for the rest of the day. So with the exercise, it's really important for you to make sure that you are warming up. So warming up, in the beginning, I didn't really understand why we need to warm up, but it's really important because if you don't warm up, you're prone to injury more. So if you are just going straight into your gym routine or straight into your dance class or straight into your brisk walk, chances are that, you've got a greater chance of actually injuring yourself, okay? So if you're going for a run, maybe spend 5 to 10 minutes warming up with a light jog before you start into that full run, and just start to get that heartbeat going at 50 to 60% of the maximum heart rate. So you don't really want to be sweating in your warm-up. You just want to start to become, feel your body feel a little bit warmer. And also don't forget to stretch too. So you want to stretch those muscles. You don't want cold muscles when you go into exercise. You want to warm them up just a little bit. You can move side to side, do some lunges like that picture on the screen there. And yeah, it's just going to allow for a greater range of motion, like it says, for your joints, and less likely to become injured. And I know as I'm getting older, I'm finding that I have to warm up, whereas when I was younger, I could get away with not warming up and I didn't understand why it was so important. But now as I'm getting older, I'm definitely starting to understand that warming up is really important for joints and muscles and things like that. So paired with the exercise, another really important thing to make sure that you've got entering your body is some antioxidants. So nutrition as well, as we talk about the 80% nutrition, 20% exercise. I think that was mentioned on the very first call we had. Nutrition is so important for that, healthy, active lifestyle. So exercise can increase the formation of free radicals in your body. So it's always good to have that extra protection, and that's where the antioxidants come in. So these are some foods that have antioxidants or are very high in antioxidants. Something I actually learnt in the last couple of weeks is some information about blackberries. So I didn't actually know that they were the fruit that has the most antioxidants in them. I actually had a feeling it was raspberries. I know raspberries are quite high, but blackberries actually have the most. So there you go. That's just a little something for you. Berries are amazing. Any type of berry has a lot of antioxidants. I know goji berries. I know if you have dry goji berries, they've got lots in them. So basically take a screenshot, write them down. All of these food groups or food things on the screen are high in antioxidants that paired with your exercise are going to just help your body function a whole heap more. So some tips for fitting in that fitness, if you're feeling like maybe you're just not coping, maybe you know, you're feeling like you just can't fit it in with your work day and, you know, around your calendar that you've got, you can do things like what you've got on the screen. So you can take the stairs instead of the lift or escalator. I know that that's something my partner and I, we pull each other up on all the time. If we're taking if we're going for the lift, we pull each other up and go, no, we've got to go to the stairs. So it just becomes a habit. In the beginning, these things, you might not think of them, but once you really make an effort to do them, they just become a habit, and it's just something that you do. So walk or cycle to your nearby destinations instead of driving, if you can. If you live a little bit further out, that might not be possible, but if you can always I actually know people that do this at my work. They take their bike with them in the car, and what they do, because they live quite far away, is they'll park like a kilometre away from work, and they'll cycle into work for that kilometre. So that's just something that I know some people do. If you're at the shops, park further away than you intend to. That's something I'm starting to do now at work. I'm not taking the usual closest car park I can get. I'm actually parking a bit further away. Get off the bus a few stops earlier, or park, like we said, park further away. Exercise while watching TV is a great one, and also that's really good for stretching. So if you're watching TV, especially during the commercials, get up and do some sit-ups or some push-ups, or I really like to get some stretching in during that time. Hide the remote control so you can get up to change the TV channel. So just try and make it fun. Like, exercise doesn't have to be, hard or boring. Make it fun. Housework's a really good one. Vacuuming, washing the floor, polishing furniture, washing the windows. If you do these things, at a fast pace, you're going to get your heartbeat rate up, and you'll find that that's exercising, really. You can spend half of your lunch eating and the other half walking around the building. So I know at work that's something some people at my work do now. They spend 15 minutes eating their lunch, and then they go for a 15-minute walk, which is really cool. And there's actually a little group that go now too, which is awesome. Walk up and down the stairs on your breaks at work if you've got stairs, or you can do, like we said, if no one's around, you might be able to do some ab sit-ups or some push-ups or something. Just take some moments to move around, and try and be conscious. So you can have a little post-it note. If you have a desk job, have a little post-it note reminding you to get up, or you can set alarms on your phone reminding you to get up. When you're on your mobile phone, walk around while you talk instead of sit down. That's a really good one. Cleaning, I know, gets the heart rate up quite a lot. Cleaning the shed, organising your wardrobe or kitchen cupboards. This is my favourite one and has always been my favourite one. You can go shopping. You don't have to buy anything. Most likely you will, if you're like me. But you can just literally walk up and down the aisles and look at the items. So I know when I go shopping, the steps for me go up massively. So that's a really good tip. Or you can go for a short walk before or after breakfast, like I said, in the morning. So I'm going to take you through now some amazing products that Herbalife Nutrition offer that partner really well with people who are exercising. And what I love about these products is they're not just products for people that go to the gym 7 times a day or people who are professional athletes. They are products that really the everyday athlete can use, as well as professional athletes, which I think is really cool. So there are a number of different products, and if you want more information, please contact your coach, because they can give you everything that you need. They can give you all the information, but it really is just a range of products that are going to empower you as an everyday athlete, or if you're a professional athlete, they will help you too. And they're just going to help you when you're training. They're going to help your recovery after your exercise, and they're just going to help you perform just better with all the nutritional support that you need. So, we've got things like, you might have seen people post about the Rebuild, which is a fantastic product to have after, and it's just a protein-based chocolate flavored shake. It tastes like a chocolate milkshake. It's so yum. And that's really good for repairing your muscles. You've got the Formula One Sport as well, which is a really good pre-workout drink as well, that's got some protein in it. You've got things like the CR7, which was made in conjunction with Cristiano Ronaldo. So, we've got the, arguably the world's number one soccer player on board using these products and you can see his face and the middle product on the screen there. That's a fantastic product. Highly recommend. And yeah, absolutely love that. Have any questions, or you want to know more about any of the other products, get in contact with your coach and they can help set you up. Or you can go to herbalife24.com.au to touch with your coach afterward. I think that's my favourite. So I think I'm passing over to Shona now. Is that right?
Thanks, those are some awesome tips. I'm operating from my bedroom tonight because our office has blown a light bulb, so I can't see anything in there, and I didn't grab my notepad, so I'm going to have to watch the recording and make some extra notes as well. That was some amazing information on exercise. So let's talk about eating out, because this is really where you can sabotage so much of your progress by, like we spoke about earlier in that call, by having that you only live once type of attitude, and you can really blow out your entire week with one cheap meal if you don't, think about it properly. And we want you to be able to enjoy everything in moderation and still go out with friends and family and, live an amazing lifestyle, but just making some smarter choices. So here are some things you're probably going to want to make some notes of. So when you're ordering starters, make sure you're looking for vegetable-based soup, steamed seafood, or fresh juice. Try to avoid any fried, cheesy, or creamy appetizers. So say yes to some vegetable minestrone soup. Say no to deep fried camembert cheese. All right, just a little bit of an example there. Breads and rolls, always try choosing whole grain or rye breads without butter, and then limit your bread consumption by asking your waiter to remove the basket for the table. Or, if it's up at the buffet, just don't even grab any when you go up. You're going to have so much more space to enjoy your yummy meal. Like, you're out having an amazing meal. Why would you want to fill up on bread? Alcohol. Alcoholic beverages are often the source of so many additional calories that we don't really realize. And that's when people say about you're actually drinking your calories. And this is where we see a lot of women, especially young women, completely they never really get the progress or the results they want, because every single weekend they might be eating healthy, but Friday, Saturday night, couple of glasses of bubbles, couple of vodka sodas, and suddenly the calorie intake's completely blown out the water. So wine, on average, 150 mils has 125 calories. A beer, your standard beer, about 135, and a margarita is over 400 calories. So some other choices with food. These are things you want to look for on the menu. Raw, steamed, grilled, baked, roasted, boiled with a wine sauce, stir-fried, or poached. Those are the words you want to go yes to, and you want to absolutely stay away from anything that's fried, battered, creamed, cream sauce, cheese sauce marinated in oil, special sauce, or crispy. And salads can also be the source of a lot of hidden fats and calories. Always ask for dressing on the side, or even just use a fresh lemon. That's something Shanice got me onto about 6 Mind Body Soul challenges ago, and now that's pretty much the only dressing that we have in the house, that and the aloe vera as well. Beware of high-fat extras like bacon, cheese, cold cuts, mayonnaise-based salads. Avoid the crusts and shells that some salads are served in, and definitely, have a second look at those Caesar salads, because, often we think we're being really healthy, and it's actually one of the worst things on the menu for you. So, main courses. Choose meat dishes with portion sizes of 170 grams or less. So, yeah, that means don't go for that 500-gram rump steak. You're going to regret it in the end. Fish and poultry breasts have fewer calories than red meats, and they're often a little bit cheaper as well. And ask your waiter to serve your main course without butter, margarine, sour cream, or cheese topping, and order all your sauces on the side. It can take a little bit to get used to. Saying no to sour cream was a hard one for me, but I found substituting with Greek yogurt when I'm cooking at home still had the same taste and creaminess, but was a lot healthier for me. Desserts can make or break a meal. Sidestep the high-calorie desserts by choosing fresh fruit, a sorbet, or just have a coffee or a herbal tea instead. Often that will really suppress those sweet cravings after dinner, and it'll give you something to do, something warm to move you forward. Or if you really do have to, split it with a couple of people that you're going with, get something and just have, you only really need a taste. You don't need the entire sundae for yourself.
So a couple of tips for success. I've got to remember to breathe. Have an apple or a glass of water or even a shake before leaving for the restaurant to curb your appetite. This is a big one that Aaron and I, do quite often. If we're ever going out to eat, we'll kind of make a shake and we'll share it and just have a little bit each, and that stops us doing things like filling up on bread while we're waiting for our meal. Alcohol will always stimulate your appetite, so limit your consumption. You've gone out for a few drinks with friends, suddenly everyone wants to go to Hungry Jack's. So just be aware that alcohol will stimulate your appetite. So limit your consumption if you're really strict, if you're really focused on your goals. Have the waiter remove your plate as soon as you are finished. So that's really about going, wait, I am full, and putting your plate away. Don't go, I've paid for this, I need to finish it. And it's breaking that cycle of the thought process often we get as children where our parents say, finish everything on your plate. You have to learn about your body. And, when you've had enough, when you do start to feel full, just stop and get the waiter to remove it as soon as possible so you're not tempted to keep picking at it. Split a large meal with a companion and order an extra salad or vegetable. If portions are large, avoid the temptation to clean your plate, and you can always ask for a doggy bag as well. Ask questions about your meal preparation techniques if you are unsure. Always approach those questions with love as well. You don't want to make someone feel uncomfortable when you want them to appreciate the fact that you're asking and you're interested about how they prepare the meals. And ask that chef to prepare your meal in wine rather than butter or oil. Order double portions of vegetables to replace rice or potatoes. That's something really easy. You can go out and say, I'll have that particular meal, but hold on the chips. And that's something, so simple that we can do to remove that temptation. Remember that you do not, sorry, do you want to pop back one, Sean? I didn't get that one. There, cool. Remember that you do not have to finish everything on your plate. Only eat until you're full. This is one of the biggest differences that you can make to your progress and your health and your mindset in general. If you are full and there is still food left on your plate, ask for a doggy bag and you can eat it the next day, or like we said, split it with a friend. Thanks, guys. I think I'm passing it back to Shans now. Or is it someone?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shona. That was absolutely incredible. So guys, really review the week just gone. Okay, so whenever, just take a moment now, and what worked for you? What worked for you this last week? Write it down in your notebook. Maybe it was that you found a good time that you could move your body and exercise. Maybe you found some healthy snacks that you love that you can stick to. Maybe you tried some new Herbalife products that you love. What is it that worked for you that made you feel really good? And then underneath that, I want you to write down what didn't work for you. Okay? Maybe something could have been planned a little bit better. What will you continue to do? What will you change? Okay, so it's really important to identify these, not so much every week, even just thinking about them at the end of each day. Like before I hop into bed, I always think about how my day went. What worked today and how can I make tomorrow better? If you can get into the habit of thinking of those things before you rest your head on the pillow, guys, guarantee you'll have a pretty good sleep as well. And also, you've heard the guys mention earlier on in the call, find out where your nearest fit club is. So we covered this in the very beginning, guys, making sure that your goals are smart, okay? We should all by now have our goals really specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound, okay? We're going to get really serious with you guys now because we are heading into week 3, okay? We are like now more than halfway. All right, so it's time to get focused more than ever on your goals, okay? Remember at the start of the challenge, you wrote down your why you're doing this challenge, okay? Make sure that's really crystal clear. And understand, guys, that even top-level athletes, successful business people, and achievers in all fields set goals. So why not set goals yourself? Okay, setting goals gives you long-term vision and short-term motivation. The first time I heard this, I was like, Got it. Like, that's why it's so important to have those little goals, okay, to keep you motivated, okay, but you've got to have long-term goals, okay, to have that vision. It focuses your acquisition of knowledge, and it helps you organize your time and your resources so that you can make the very most out of your life. By setting sharp, clearly defined goals, you can measure and take pride in the achievement of those goals, and you'll see forward progress in what might have previously seemed a long-term pointless grind. I love that. You will raise your self-confidence as you recognize your own ability and competence in achieving the goals that you've set. And mindset, growth mindset. So I always love thinking about, like, when challenges arise, or when, you know, things might seem like that struggle, you know, what's your mind thinking? Is it seeing it as a struggle? Because if your mind sees it as a struggle, it will be a struggle. But instead, maybe ask yourself some of these things, you know, mistakes, you know, thinking that mistakes help me learn. I can learn anything that I want to. I like to challenge myself. Challenges means growth is on its way. That's one for the notes. Okay? Challenges mean that growth is about to happen. I persevere when I'm frustrated. So instead of being frustrated, you know, you can say I persevere when I'm frustrated. I'm inspired by people who succeed. Okay? Instead of feeling you know, instead of feeling, what's the right word? Someone type it into the chat. Intimidated, that's the word. Instead of being intimidated by successful people, say I am inspired by successful people. My effort and attitude make all the difference. That's the final one. Guys, we can control two things in life, our attitude and our effort. Okay? So next time something doesn't go your way, okay, I really want you to think about those two things, because you can change that in an instance. And this is the most exciting part of the call, I think, anyway. Guys, the winners, are you ready for this? I want everyone to type into the chat if you're ready. Show me how ready you guys are. Yeah, ready. Yeah. All right. Girls, I think everyone's ready. What do you think? All right, guys. So, tonight, Wednesday the 7th of June, the forecast is 100% chance of winning, and the end of week 2 leaderboard is unbelievable. So, team Your Time to Shine, Ashley lost 3.85%. Congratulations. My team Radiating Goddesses, Claire, was 2.8, and Michelle, who shared on the call, was just behind her with 2.6. So congratulations. We've got Team Triple W. We've got Karen with 1.83%. Congratulations. Team Believe You Can, Evan, lost 0.6%. We've got Team Dream Warriors, Alicia, 0.9%. Team Project Bliss, Tari, lost 1.71%. Team Above Average Dreamers, Renee, 2.2%. Team Flash, Dina, lost 3.58%. Incredible. The Glow Project, Rachel, 1.92%. Team Bodies for Life, our UK and Poland team, Olga lost 1.9%. Team Xanadu, Cass lost 2.72%. And Team Confidence Boosters, Alyssa lost 1.1%. Yay! This is freaking amazing, excuse me. In 7 days, can you believe it? Massive well done to all of you guys. Your efforts have just absolutely, you know, absolutely shining through your results. So whatever all you guys are doing, it's working. Share it on the page, okay? And we look forward to seeing your results next week. But guys, 2 weeks has been and gone, okay? So whatever happened yesterday, happened yesterday. It's time to focus on the next week ahead. So make time to get your exercise done. Ensure that you guys are posting daily into our Secret Mind, Body and Soul page. We want to see more of that from you guys. Make sure you've had your wellness evaluation done with your coach. Evaluate tonight what positives that you guys need to implement, okay, for better results this next week. Really, really important. Prepare your shopping list from some of the things that we've covered. So, you know, it's coming up to the weekend. So maybe find a little bit of time where you can spend like prepping some snacks and things, and start setting goals as we went through. Hopefully you guys have done that, okay? More so reassess your goals. Try new food that you wouldn't normally, okay? We do have that Try Something New Tuesday, healthy of course, and drink more water. Okay, so I know some of the people on the call are going through the 10-day Glow Lean Challenge at the moment. So, you know, the 3 liters of water is happening. But for those of you who feel like you're struggling to drink water, I definitely recommend you to focus on that. Okay, really focus on that this next week. Remember, there's an app, Water My Body. You can select that. Talk to your coach maybe about implementing some things into your water to help you drink, whether it's fresh lemons, mint, the herbal aloe, the lift off, the hydrate, like Em went through. And above all, guys, it's time to get outside your comfort zone, like right now. Okay, so when you guys wake up tomorrow, I want you to give your absolute best. Okay, I want you to be better than you were today. Okay, and that might mean waking up a little bit earlier and writing down, you know, one more thing you're grateful for. It might mean that you get up and you're going to drink that extra glass of water. Do something that you didn't do today, tomorrow. Stay focused, all right? Stay focused. We're more than halfway now. And at the end of the day, guys, let's lift one another up. Okay, let's support each other. And repeat after me. Okay, I want everyone to repeat after me. I can't hear you, okay, but I'm just going to assume I can. I can do this. On the count of 3, we're all going to do it together. Okay? 1, 2, 3. I can do this. Awesome, guys. I even want you to write that one in your notes in big capital letters at the bottom of your page or at the top of your page, wherever. I can do this. So guys, thank you so much for an incredible call. Thank you so much to my co-host, Shona and Em. You guys were amazing. So much value out of what you guys shared. Hope you guys had an incredible time on the call. What I would love everybody to do who's on the call, okay, there's 27 of us listening to the live call, and those that are tuning into the recording, I'd love you to go back onto our group page and just post in there one thing that you got out of tonight's call, one thing that you learned that you didn't know before you hopped on. That would be so amazing, because remember, we do these for you and your feedback means absolutely everything to us. So on that note, have an amazing rest of the evening. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to everyone's results next week, and we will talk to you guys really soon. Mwah. Bye guys.